Hello there, everyone. Welcome back to some more Let's Play Starcom Nexus. In the last episode, we made contact with another peaceful race, the Vandari, who exchanged technology before exchanging other types of resources with us. We've gained a few research points by trading out some or exchanging information about some things we researched for some things that they have. We explored up here, finding a place called the Citadel, but we needed a password to enter that location. We've doubled back home. We should probably actually just go out and explore really quick since we have an increased sensor range now, so we're going to take all these warp nexuses. We went back home and upgraded our ship. We're now at 12 modules, which is the current maximum our ship is allowed to possess on it. We've increased the survivability of our crew, both in combat and apparently on away missions. I didn't realize we took that last episode. We researched increased, effectively, drop rates for any pieces of technology or resources from asteroids or destroyed ships that we'd so discover or blow up. And we found all the pieces required to research missiles, although we're not going to be taking that quite yet. It's a little too expensive research point-wise for us to actually go ahead and grab it at the moment. We discovered a undetonated ordnance of some sort out in space, and I showed off what it means to actually detonate it. You are allowed to run into it, but only at extraordinarily slow speeds. If you go into it, I think at this speed, you might detonate it. Like, I think if it's over 50, I don't know what the number is. I just know that very, very, very slow speeds, it's safe to bump into it, because I've accidentally done it, trying desperately to turn off my engine and turn the ship around. Oh, right. We've also been battling more Chitneck, and they are getting much stronger. It would seem like their destroyers are firing faster than they used to, for example. Oh, come on! Pull away from the warp nexus, please. There we go. I probably should... It looks like I need to consider researching thrusters. So that I can actually speed away from them. If your ship is too slow, you won't be able to pull away from the warp nexus if you decide to stick around near it or get too close to one. That scout is much faster than us, so we can't catch him. At the moment, we're just following all... Oh, right! We want to go out to the east now and see what is in, or possibly near those twins, that twin star nebula. Not a bad exchange. We can heavily damage destroyer with one pass, assuming I'm able to accurately target it. It looks like the range of our weapons and theirs is just about equal. They have slightly greater range than we have, so they've upgraded their range since we last met. Alright, let's deal with... Actually, that scout is getting far away from us, but we're going that direction, so if he does decide to turn around, we'll catch him. I'm trying to delay getting down here to the Chitneck base for some time, because I know that's going to be a rather difficult battle, and we may be destroyed attempting to take it, at least, like... well, wait, I was going to phrase that sentence incorrectly. It's a very difficult battle. The last time I had done it, it took me about 25 minutes of being hammered on by all sorts of different Chitneck ships, including some things I hadn't seen before, and I thought it was amazing the first time I encountered the new technology. We will get to it. Might not be this video, because I plan to go out here, then up to the orange main sequence, and fly through all these other star systems, revisiting locations and planets we've seen before. In any case, since we're now entering a nebula, let's talk a little bit about another game. So, another space game I own over there in a box, still on CD, is Freelancer. I actually do have the CD and key. Analysis shows that the pink-blue color of this nebula is due to a previously unknown type of muon decay. Very interesting. Some research points just for flying into the nebula. Nice. So I actually do have the key. So I do have an arrangement, an agreement with the people who distributed that game. I really enjoyed the open-endedness of Freelancer, and I appreciated the attempt that they made to make all the conversations seem natural, even though they were a bit repetitive. You would approach a facility, you could ask about getting a job, the people there would tell you that although they don't run the place, they have an agreement with the people who do, and then you could, like, negotiate a contract to, like, deliver types of goods, or perhaps hunt down pirates or stuff of that sort, and there was a faction system. This binary pair of stars are still growing from material in this nebula. I estimate that roughly 2.5 million years, they will merge into one supergiant. We're going to fly between them. And no other technology picked up from there. Oh, we see a planet out here, so we should probably investigate that. We'll take a look at our star map and see if anything else showed up on it before we head on out of here as well. Desert planet, unsurveyed. There is something down there. Let's take a peek. Oh, this looks like ships of some sort that have rammed themselves into the planet's surface. A dozen capital starships protrude oddly from the surface of this deserted planet. A closer examination reveals that they were not buried. Their molecular structure is literally fused with the bedrock. Even the parts of the ship above ground have changed at an atomic level. Their neutronium armor is as brittle as slate. It's like they were petrified, in a way. The chemical change yields some interesting data on atomic physics, although no light is shed on the mechanism that caused it. The team leader notes that the ships are positioned in a close approximation of a battle formation. The whole fleet went down. All at once and all together, I suppose, based on their positioning, right? Even slightly skewed, they would have landed further distance from each other on the planet's surface. Okay, nothing else out here, or nothing else our scanners can currently detect, so let's go ahead and fly back. We will want to do this again when we upgrade our sensors fully, on the off chance that, like, there might be another planet just outside here, but we can't detect it at the moment. Our scanners don't have that range, and while I am familiar with the general layout of these locations, sometimes planets might not be present in places they were previously, and I don't want to bore you guys too much by flying way out to a section where I think there might be something interesting, only to discover there was nothing there. Back to Freelancer. I enjoyed the open-endedness of this game, the ability to decide. So, if I recall correctly, it's been many years since I played the game. The game spawned the main story missions based around how much money you had accumulated, and the way you could go about getting those funds was up to you. My brother Dave was, as I mentioned before, is huge into being a merchant. He tries to get the biggest, like, tanker or cargo carrier he can and just deliver goods from place to place, using turrets to help fend off pirates as he's sailing through those jump nodes or those jump tunnels in that game. I myself preferred exploring. The way it worked in that game is you would see a map kind of similar to this, and you would fly out to a location using jump drive. Well, actually, it's no jump drive. Using some sort of, like, afterburner accelerator effect. And you could put down waypoints. And then I would fly to all the waypoints in the nebula. I would mark, like, a grid pattern, it's like a row columns, and try to fly through it to see if there's anything special there. And it would be quite rewarding. I would sometimes find higher level equipment, like weapons, from finding a derelict out there than I could buy at any of the stores. But it was also very dangerous. Flying through certain nebula would have, there'd be radioactive rocks, potentially plasma containers from like or mines, or sometimes just radiation in general, if I recall correctly, that would damage you over time. You had to be quick getting through those areas, or storm systems and the like too. Not to mention pirates or other hostiles that might be present in there. Also, there was always the risk that when you found the derelict and shot it, it might have contraband, drugs, or something illegal in it. And one time, not only did I shot a derelict, used my tractor beam to pull in the goods, and immediately there was a group of police there. The space police, who were not too happy with us after we pulled it in and scanned us. I think that's considered entrapment. Not bad. You can see by the way that we're finding more titanium drops, and also that upgrade will increase the... It will increase the amount of... the amount of the resources that we find in drops as well. So it's not only the frequency of them, but it's the totals discovered in them. And we lost another person. I didn't think we took that much damage. Holy crap. That's really bad. Wait, I thought we had researched increased... I thought we had researched an increased amount of people, and we were able to take 20 people with us. Oh! We need to ask for reinforcements first. Okay. Then when we make it back to this warp gate, we'll go back to Kite Station, ask for more people, and then we'll head out again. I never got very far in the story of Freelancer, so if I remember correctly... Oh man, I'm trying to even remember how the whole thing's, like, what the big twist was at the early, at least for the early portion of the game. I never got to a later twist. Oh, hello. Destroy the scouts first as they fire back. When I had first played this game, I wasn't destroying the cargo carriers that the Chitneck had, because I wanted to see if I could get on their, I'm about to say on their friends list. I wanted to see if I could become friendly with them. But in the end, nothing I did would work. And they would harass me flying from place to place, even when I was much stronger. They became really annoying, and I eventually was like, you know what, I'm just going to just mercilessly, indiscriminately destroy any of your ships that I see, Chitneck. The way this game played was a bit different as well for Freelancer, because it wasn't a cockpit game, or I don't remember it being so. The camera what I recall of it, the camera was behind your ship and close by to it. It's not a good comparison, but I can't think of many other games that are like it. The old Afterburner game on the Nintendo would be something that would be quite a little similar to it, though I think that was also an on-rail shooter. Anyway, let's ask for some more reinforcements. We could use some more crew at Miranda Pierce. That's all for now. We did pick up some research. We have enough to increase the damage of our weaponry, if I so desire. Or we could take an increase to our energy capacity, allowing us to fire longer. They're both expensive. What do we have supply-wise? It's not enough to build another module, or I would consider actually increasing the size of our ship. We could make our ship faster. It will consume more energy from our ships, though, if I do so. Let's grab an upgrade to our energy conversion first. We'll take Charolite Catalyzation, additional increased reactor energy production. So at the moment, these are giving us 7.8. We gained, what was it, 1.8 more production. Let's see how much it goes up now. $10.3. Wow. That's a greater increase than the last one, right? It would be 9.6. Hold on to the rest of the research points. I think we should take an upgrade to our weapon system next. Or our speed of some sort. Alright, so let's go back here, which is where we had left off. A frigate. It is, I think, sailing away from us. Yeah, we gotta take another speed upgrade also. But I want more... I need more damage. Or we need to... We need to work on our plasma turrets a bit more. Darn it, we were so close to it, and we still weren't able to hail it. Oh, it's too late. Unless... Is it coming back down this way? No, it's sailing away. Alright, let's visit this planet where we've been before. I think this was where we had found a Chitneck titanium mine. So we'll land on this. Something else I liked about Freelancer was the... I'm going to use a term which won't make sense to many, which probably most of you have not heard me use very often, but the controller aspect of it. And I don't mean controls, like a game controller. I mean ATC, or air traffic control, for large spaceports and the like. I imagine this would be like something you would... Oh, he's sailing away. We can't catch him. Alright, there he goes. I'm imagining for any, like, a major spaceport or docking ring which allows you to land on the surface of a planet, that you would require some assistance in navigating to the points of interest. There's so much traffic probably wanting to get down to these areas. I mean, space is big, but in the end, you'd be slowing down as you near a planet, and there might be a line of people in front of you. Let's see where you go, little guy. I'm going to assume you docked at that planet. You did not! You didn't have anything for us. Alright, there's a destroyer on the way to us. I can tell because of how rapidly the distance is decreasing. We'll deal with this, and then we'll visit that planet. Woo! Torn up! Torn up. Let's finish it off. No resources, though. Wonder if the increased difficulty makes it so that we get less resources from these ships, too. The final upgrade for the resource collection was a very nice upgrade. There might have been a special project or something which helped with that, too, but I can't remember. We'll talk more about Freelancer and ATC in a few seconds. Let's land on this planet and see if there's any more minerals remaining. I heard something warp in. We probably have more Chitneck here. The automated mining facility is still in operation. It appears that the drones have continued to collect ore since you've been gone. We'll come back one more time after this time and dismantle the facility as well. Collect the processed yttrium, but leave the facility intact. The team loads the yttrium ore mined since your last visit. Okay, so let's take this warp nexus down here and we'll check the Chitneck Warren. Hopefully the upgrade we've taken to help our crew survive in hostile environments provides them also with additional weaponry. We have another hostile frigate. Not quite sailing towards us at the moment. That sun looks rather powerful too. Ooh, different types of music. More epic. 2 frigates. That will be tricky. Coming up with this one from behind, though, which is a good way to approach them. Yeah, we got the resources first. Tiny bit of titanium, but we'll take it. This is where the Warren was, so let's now send our crew down into it. Alright. Send the team into the tunnel. There might be other researches we could discover which allow us to survive in these locations, or equipment we might find on a planet that could be used on another planet. There'll be quests that will have us jump around to different planets in order to acquire all the parts to put something together, for example, or we need some information to further progress through a event at a different planet. But since we're early on and we haven't found anything that could be helpful inside mines, I'm going to hope that the research we've unlocked will allow us to do so. Send the team into the tunnel. The team quietly moves through the tunnels, freezing anytime the sound is heard. Eventually, they come across what appears to be an empty ore processing chamber. A large quantity of processed titanium ore is left unguarded in a hover cart. 18. Keep searching. We've gotten all the upgrades I'm aware of that we can get for you through just increased away team survival research. Keep searching. As the team moves through the tunnels, they become aware of increased movement. Sticking to the quieter, small tunnels, they are able to grab a moderate amount of titanium undetected. Let's do one more, and then we get out of here. The team quietly moves through the tunnels, freezing anytime a sound is heard. Eventually, they come across what appears to be an empty ore processing chamber. A large quantity of processed titanium ore is left unguarded in the hover cart. Nice, 18 more. Return to the ship for now. Nice! The first time I did that, I think I found some ore and then there was an exchange of fire with the Chitneck. And I don't remember what happened after that. Maybe the increased survival research was some sort of stealth suit or sound dampening system, which allowed us to get further in there that time. Oh, hello! And a planet we didn't find last time. Let's head out there and see what's on that planet. So, with Freelancer, when you would want to dock at, say, a space station, if there were other ships ahead of you, you would be told to wait, while these other ships were told to head to, like, you're next in line, you're authorized, proceed to this waypoint, you're authorized to dock. Dock at this docking bay. And I really like that. Many of the other games I've played just assume that there's no one in the way, you can just land wherever you like on a docking pad, or what have you. And as I work with ATC in real life, I can't imagine the nightmare that it would be. Like, a small airport that takes small aircraft, you can generally use VFR to land at them, as long as you announce to other people on the frequency that you are landing, and ensure that no one else is taking off or landing on the runway that as you are approaching. But for a large airport, that can be very costly, fuel-wise, if you're just going to try to land and use visuals to guide you on when landing. And there's so many other people there at these airports. Hello. I see you. Oh, clever turn. Whatever that is, it doesn't want us getting close to it. We might need to research afterburners to have a chance of even getting close to it to hail it. Nothing on this planet. Okay, well, searched. Looks like an ice ball to me anyway. I like that we can search these places multiple times. The first time I did the mining station mission, I just immediately disassembled it. In hindsight, I was like, I should have just left it there, come back occasionally to see what the drones mined. The next time we go there, though, we will break down the mining facility itself. I think we probably can get some titanium for doing so. Ooh, that's quite a few hostiles. Oh, multiple destroyers and frigates. Look at the size of this group. Alright, this is good practice for what's coming up, I suppose. They're kind of flying away from me, but we could ignore them. I don't really want to fight by the Nexus. I'm going to try to avoid doing so. Oh, they're all flying toward the Nexus. We got hit rather hard there. That little cargo of theirs looks like it's heading for the warp nexus. I'd like to destroy it. Alright, let's talk about neutrals as well. Here. Neutrals can be struck by you, obviously, which gets them rather angry. Or enemies. It looks like the Chitneck are not attacking the Ulku. But we might be able to get them to Uku to help us if I was able to get some of this fire to accidentally strike them. Oh, we're all on fire. We need a break. Let's try getting away. Ah, that hit us. We need that frigate destroyed. Okay, our guns are smoking. Nothing's on fire at the moment. I guess the cargo carrier is there for moral support. It's probably there to try to take any resources and try to get away, but it's too slow to get away if we decide to actually go after it. Alright, not bad. Didn't lose anyone there during that exchange. They must have launched from the surface of the planet. They must have a hidden base on it there by the Warrens. Okay, well, we have another planet out here I didn't explore. Enormous pillars. Let's actually go to this unscanned planet down here first. And then we'll check these and that other star we see. Anyway, I thought it was a nice touch. You don't actually have to do anything. Like, you don't have to follow any type of, like, a approach course to land at the base. It just was a little bit of realism I thought they added into it. And I very much like that sort of thing when that attention to detail is put into a game. Another game I can think of, which is a lot like this one, is a game called Death War 3030. It's more freeform than this one is. There's more things for you. I don't want to make it sound like this game is a bad game, because I love this game. But Death War 3030 is more... there's more options for you. It's similar to Freelancer in that regard. Nothing on this planet. Looks like there's... What type of planet would this be? I can't tell. I'm guessing it's forested, though. So, in this game, we spend most of our time going to a planet, scanning it, and sending like an away team down, fighting enemies in space, and occasionally we'll be doing some hunting down for quests. There's also the research and tech tree, which many of the other games I've described, and even Death War, I don't think it has something like this. Death War, though, is more freeform when it comes to the tasks you can do. You can be a taxi driver and ferry people around from station to station. You can deliver cargo from place to place. There are derelicts you can enter, and actually there's a small mini game there where you enter it and fly around in your spacesuit, shooting down hostiles and looking for loot inside the derelicts. It's more like a top-down view of this game, form of Freelancer. Combat is quite a bit more simple, if I recall correctly. You have a turret and forward-facing guns, and I think you might be able to get missiles as well, though you have to pay for each missile in that game. Sword Explorer, Uluku Trader. A planet and this planet too. Did we land on this planet yet? I don't think we did. We did. Enormous pillars. All right, let's go here and investigate those pillars again. Oh, right! This wasn't activated last time. So maybe we have to activate this to turn this on. The team makes their way back beneath the pillar and, with great effort, back up the enormous stairs to the room with the system model. The eye control panel is as they left it. Open the eye. There was a deep rumble, followed by a surge of EM radiation above the pillar. On board the ship, an energy reading is detected elsewhere in the system. Okay. So it's now spinning this. So there must be, I'm guessing, a similar device for every single one of these warp gates that are around. We'll come back for it. We're going to go out here to this planet next. Well, is that like? Unlike this game, there wasn't, when you wanted to travel between, well, I guess like this game, the further you flew away from systems, at a certain point, your, like, star engines would activate. A ship had to be able to support this system, though, in order for them to be present on a ship to gain this. But it allowed you to jump between entirely different stars, if I recall correctly. The equivalent of what this game is like. Oh, there's Vendari again. I don't know if we have any technology for them. Let's survey the planet. This planet has almost no magnetic field, which is highly unusual for this class of planet. Is there anything there? There's something there, but I don't want to give more technology to the Vendari at the moment, running out of it. So I'm going to try to avoid him at this moment and go out to this planet. And this star system, which we want to explore, but we will want to double back to that planet and search it. Let's think here. Graphically, when you were on a station, you saw your character model, and you can move them left and right. You talked with... What I liked about the game as well is you could talk with random people about just random stuff. Like, hey, how's it going? Hey, good, man. You seen like the most recent game? Or stuff like that. I like those little touches that games can occasionally have. This is a rather large-looking gas giant, is my guess. Is that what this is? Yep. Giant C-class. Nothing here. We'll check the star and that planet below it, or past it. It reminded me of like an old Sierra game. The graphics of the people. The music was great. The Kyoto Connection, I think, was the name of the band, and or one of the bands. They did some of the music for the game. It reminded me of like an 80s band. Some of the synth that they used there. I really liked it. The very first time you get into your ship and fly to a space station, it plays, what's it called? Take Me On, I think is the name of it. The track, I loved it. Oh man, it was great. I loved flying around in that game. So just listen to the music that they had, and you could put your own music into the game files and it would totally play it, which is great. You can have whatever theme you want as you fly from space to space. I put some Necronox tracks into that folder, for example. And this is a very Earth-like looking planet. I can see mountain ranges here and oceans. Cloud cover indicates there's an atmosphere. I think that's what that means. Oh, look at that. Forested. Beautiful. Whatever the anomaly detected from orbit is, it's somewhere within a dense jungle filled with strange vegetation and sounds. The terrain is too rugged to take the survey lander any closer. Well, we've got survival gear. Send the team in on foot. After several hours' search, the team finds a cluster of fungus-like organism with 7 distinct gametes. When the xenobiologists attempted to collect a sample, the entire team was treated to a spray of sticky red spores. Hours of scrubbing back at the lander, they managed to remove most of the gunk from their environmental suits. I've done that to my players in my Dungeons and Dragons campaigns before. They went out to this one forest that was currently being explored by one kingdom. It had just fallen under their control during a war for territory, and they supposedly exist in real life, but we were unaware of them here in New Jersey. But I put a black squirrel encounter into that. Black squirrels were difficult to find, and their skin could be you could leather work or work their skin to create bags of holding. And so my players really wanted to kill or capture one of them. But as one, they saw one, chased it, and they got a chance to make some attack rolls, and I kid you not, 3 of them rolled a 1. All, 3 different characters rolled 1s to attack. And so I had it such that one character swung his staff, missed entirely, hit a cluster of mushrooms, which sprayed them all with this fungus. Uh-oh. One of the crew members is complaining of very severe drowsiness. I sent him to the med bay. We're going to go back. Unknown disease. We need to figure out the cause of this unknown disease that's affecting the crew members and find a cure. Yep. Alright. We're down a crew. We're going to head back to... whatchamacallit? Head back to Kite Station and see if Pillman might know what's going on. In the meantime, we'll probably have to hail the station, right? Because we don't want to infect anyone else. I didn't have this event last time, so this is kind of fun. Oh, we lost another crew. Incapacitated to a mysterious disease. Yep, let's get out of here. Back to Kite Station. Hurry, hurry, hurry. We're losing crew. Incapacitated, though, not killed. But I still think it probably should count. Pillman has something to tell us. Okay. We also have a new system notice. Dr. Asher will be giving a presentation tomorrow on the possible causes of this galaxy's unusually high dust I can't pronounce it. Factor. Location to be determined on interest. I've put your sick crew in quarantine. They're awake only for a few minutes every day, so my team has to monitor their vitals closely. I don't think it's fatal, but they'll be out of commission until we have a treatment. Do you think you can find a cure to stop it from spreading? Your survey team land on all sorts of planets and are touching everything. What's this? I don't know. Let's bring it on board Final Hope. This is why I only ever talk to you through a monitor. Creating a vaccine from scratch will take a long time, particularly since I haven't even isolated the virus yet. It would be helpful if you could find any other races that have experience with it. Okay, I'll see what I can find. While we're back here, and we have 95 research points to place, let's grab another upgrade for our weaponry. We'll grab the neodymium coils. Improves rail acceleration with rare earth magnetic coil inducers, and also some science. Oh. I'm assuming that by putting our crew into quarantine, it means that we won't lose any more people. Which means we can ask for... Good to see you again, Commander. We were getting worried. How goes the exploration? How's morale? Holding together. News of your discoveries are giving everyone hope, but nerves are starting to fray a bit. We could use more crew. That's all for now. I guess we'll count them as deaths. Though I don't think that would actually be the case if they're just incapacitated, but since they're so tired. At least it's not killing them, which is good, but they're not living, I suppose, even a comfortable life, let alone, well, hopefully the sleep is nice. So, Saurids, Ulukwu, Vendari, one of them must have seen this disease. All of them were here. So I guess we're going to talk with both of them, because they're both just about the same distance away. Although, I think the Vendari freighter pulled away. I hear that little drone again. I really do want to get close to one sometime, but they're just too fast. Greetings, my Starcom ambassador. I apologize if my manner seems distracted. I've been fielding reports of Chitneck attacks all day. Still, our government lacks the courage to act. I think I mentioned the base near this waypoint. Again, not that you should involve yourself in this. I merely thought you might wish to know how to avoid it. Was there anything else you wish to discuss? A number of our crew have been incapacitated by some kind of disease that causes extreme drowsiness. Have you ever encountered this? Oh, there's a condition caused by a rare fungus found on some warm, wet planets. Its parasitic spores produce profound sleepiness while gestating in the lungs. We've historically treated it with the leaves of the silver colnar tree. Unfortunately, it's been harvested to near extinction for its supposed aphrodisiac properties. Some specialist botanists probably still cultivate them, but I'm afraid I don't know where to find any. Was there anything else you wish to discuss? Some questions about this region of space. What specifically are you curious about? What do you know about the Intark's Citadel? I'm afraid all we know is that it's a rogue trading outpost. We don't have any formal treaty with it. We believe the Ulukwu sometimes trade there. Thank you. Have you heard about the Vendari? We are. We avoid contact with them outside of official diplomatic channels. They are obsessed with improving their technology to the point of resorting to aggression when they think it will help them get it. No more questions about them. Anything else you wish to discuss? No, we'll be on our way. Interesting. We have not found any botanists on planets or research stations that would probably fit the bill for that either. We lost another crew. Oh man, we need to find a cure quickly. Let's... Is there an Uluku trader here? We're going to need to trade for whatever platinum we can get so we can learn about how to solve this dilemma. In cool waters, we saw you again. Our story was at a turning. Things for things, things for knowledge. What did we do when we swam together? Things for knowledge. What stories did we tell you? Neither of these is what we're looking for. Here, they will give you the password you need to enter the Citadel, and this is a different story that I know is not related. All certain stories, thank you. If we keep losing crew, this is going to be really annoying. We would be delighted to make another exchange of knowledge with you. Offer magnetic focus. We've been transmitted a partial blueprint for a device that the Vendari have apparently encountered but have been unable to build. It's incredibly advanced, and while incomplete, advances our knowledge in a number of areas. Thank you. While we already have an excellent understanding of the principles in this technology, your information provides some useful enhancements. We now share with you some of our own progress. Do you wish to trade goods as well? Yes, please. But I don't think we actually do want to. We are good. Return again soon if you wish to exchange more goods. I'm trying to think of where we could go to find a botanist who would be able to help us. I doubt we'll find it on any of the... Oh, we do have that unsurveyed planet. Let's go back there. Maybe we'll be lucky enough to find something that on the planet that could help us. Another crew incapacitated. For my wallet purposes, I'm not going to count these as deaths, since it's incapacitated and not killed. So, otherwise, this is going to get very expensive for Tim in this donation jar very quickly. Maybe we should... We'll keep track of how many are incapacitated in case we cannot save them. We're also going to want an engine upgrade so we can travel faster. Man, I didn't realize there was something so dangerous as this on a planet, that it would be like a permanent debuff to... Well, not permanent, but a debuff that constantly kills our crew like this. Oh, God. This doesn't look like it has what we want on it. Let's set it down here anyway. Maybe we'll get lucky. Orbital scans show traces of civilization across this nearly dead planet. But now, the only signs of life are confined to a tiny region. As the survey team approaches, they are greeted by an incongruous sight. Incongruous sight? An oasis of life and technology beneath a shimmering bubble, like an ancient snow globe. Yeah, look at that there. That's amazing. Everything inside is safe from, it looks like, the desolation of what's surrounding it. The engineer determines that the bubble is a coherent energy field keeping the harsh solar radiation at bay, as well as an effective security shield. The inhabitants of the bubble, a race of small, colorful urchin-like creatures, permit the team to enter. The team learns that the planet lost its magnetic field quite suddenly nearly a century ago. Without the natural magnetic shield, the planet was bombarded with deadly radiation. Within a few years, almost all life on the planet was wiped out. During that time, they were able to construct protective shield generators and concentrated their population in this location. Unfortunately, their generators are starting to fail, and they lack sufficient adamantine to repair them. If Final Hope could deliver 55 units of adamantine, they would share the technical details of the shield generator. We'll see what we can do. But that's a lot of adamantine. 55 adamantine is a lot of adamantine. So that's interesting. That planet was not located there the last time I had discovered it. It was a different, much smaller planet located someplace else, if I recall correctly. Upon completing that quest, you will learn the shielding technology, and you will be able to gain shields on your ships. We will see the enemies begin taking shields on their ships way too soon for my liking. Anyway, I think we kind of need to go back once again to Kite Station and tell Dr. Pillman what we saw. Maybe he'll have an idea of how we can go about solving the problem. The old crew don't have anything that could possibly help us, unfortunately. Oh, that's what we want, Tim. You want that. Yeah, I would have thought all my crew would have been taken off this and put into quarantine back on Kite Station. Actually, no, that right? They wouldn't want it getting out and spreading to other people, I suppose. But maybe maybe they'll have some idea of how to combat it based on the information that we've learned about. Maybe they have some of these leaves lying around somewhere, or maybe. Then again, they probably haven't heard about this tree, so I'm imagining this is not going to be the case. But I'm desperate to stop my crew from being put to sleep. Nope, there's nothing here. Okay. And for research, nothing here either. For our shipyard, we have enough titanium to build another module, but I don't have enough of any other resource to benefit. Well, actually, we can build a plasma turret if I wanted to increase the size of my ship. I think I will pass on that, though. So I feel like we need to save my resources as much as I want another weapon upgrade, because I think we're going to want engines, antimatter injections, so we can travel faster. In the meantime, we'll ask for more crew. And head back out. We're not really missing anything. That other star is far away. And without another engine on my ship, I don't really feel like we should probably go out there. We'll probably lose at least 2 crew making this travel. One crew incapacitated. We'll just head right back. Grab another crew really quick and head back out there again. I guess we'll head toward the Chitneck base. I don't know where else to go at this moment. Actually, I know where else to go, but it's the only location we have on the map, and with this disease... Ooh! Oh! With this disease incapacitating crew... is going to make this combat coming up for that station extremely difficult. But I don't think we have a choice. We're going to have to do it. So let's head back over there. And I doubt that Chitneck will have anything to say about helping us. Really quick, let's show you this as well. This is my first actual log. 55 adamantine. I don't know how to spell it. Oh! This is not what I thought it was. I thought this was a Chitneck base. It's not at all. This is something different. Well, let's investigate these planets. Maybe we can get lucky enough to find the cure for what's ailing us, quite literally, here, somewhere. We'll start with this barren moon, or rock. Planetoid, yep, moon of some sort. It's not a moon, because it's not near a planet. And nothing on the surface of it either. I'm assuming we need some sort of planet with actual tree cover, so hopefully this is what we're looking for. Nothing. Oh, rough. That indicates that the Chitneck base is indeed south of here. We're gonna have to fight them, but first I'm desperate to find a cure. Something on this planet? We'll absolutely take a peek. On approach, the team fails to spot anything that looks of interest in this endless desert. The team's engineer wonders if the anomaly might be a false positive. Shifting soft sand makes finding a decent landing location tricky. Eventually, they locate a spot, but it's a few kilometers from the alleged anomaly. That looks really harsh. But we've got the technology. I suppose we have something like still suits or what have you to be on the desert planet. Have the team investigate on foot. The anomaly is a small starship, several centuries old, judging from the wear on its hull. Shifting sands must have recently unearthed it. A search reveals the skeletal remains of 3 aliens, each in a separate interior compartment. 2 of the deceased had a substantial supply of gold among their effects, while the less well-off alien had nothing besides a few empty metal bottles. It drank itself into oblivion. Maybe it lost the card game they were all playing. All right, time to fight some Chitneck, and quite a few of them. Destroyer destroyed. Frigate next, we don't worry about its missiles. Woo! Just outside the range of those other missiles. Exactly as I was hoping. Well, I was hoping more outside than that, but that would work. There's another frigate somewhere. I think we can dodge. Woo! Just barely dodge those. Destroy that. Shoot these. Oh, almost shoot them down. Took a hit. Ooh. Ramming speed, apparently. Deal with that destroyer. Charge up a little bit. Let's get this scout. Nice. Good job, Tim. Good job, Tim. Without you guys cheering for me, it's up to me to cheer for me. Good work, Tim, again. Lots of destroyers here. You can shoot off engines and shoot off other parts of the ship to make it easier to, like, catch up with them and so on. Looks like you're trying to ram me, cargo carrier. We'll just destroy you. That scout's just going to try to draw me away. I'm not interested in chasing it then. I heard some other things warp in somewhere. They're up here. We should try to deal with them before the base. I don't want to have to worry about these things coming from behind and adding more support. That's quite a few frigates. Oh, man. Oh, wow! That's a cruiser. I thought I heard quite a few missiles be fired. That's one of the stronger Chitneck ships. Is that right? For the early game, at least. We're going to need to deal with it, so... we don't want to be in front of it, despite the pounding we're taking. That will do at the moment. We're heavily on fire. Oh, destroyer dead. This is what I'm always worried about. We need some space to run. And we're just getting pummeled by more ships. And we're not strong enough to pull out of this, apparently. Alright, well, we might as well get sucked back then. That's super awkward. Because all that time's passing. We need another engine on this ship. We're just not strong enough. We owe more research into our thrusters. Well, let's head back immediately. Time is passing, so our ship is being repaired even in warp. That's the cruiser. Still on fire. I would rather not do another pass by it. Want to stay away from it. I want to destroy the heavily wounded destroyer as well, so we don't have to worry about this taking pot shots at me if I'm running away from the cruiser. Can't reach that, unfortunately. This is limping away. It's hurt. That was a mistake, Tim. Should always keep focusing on the cruiser. Oh my goodness, half our hull's destroyed. Alright, we need to move away again and fix this. We're trying to avoid those missiles. There's a frigate. This annoying scout hunting us. We'll take it out. Probably make another pass. Got it. Oh, that missile hit us. We want whatever that is. Some gold. So just resources, no new tech. Scout destroyed. We'll chase down the destroyer as well. We want it gone, so we don't have to worry. If we're running from something, I don't have to worry about running into this. Though it is leading us away from the base. Alright. Got you. Base next. Oh, we have even more warp-ins. Destroyer, frigate, carrier. I don't see a cruiser, but there's hostiles down here too. We have to deal with the frigates. Can't let them fire missiles at us at range. It's a group that's delivering resources or the like. I saw that we lost at least 2 people so far. I think one was also incapacitated. I'm gonna bash into him, yeah. We're gonna try to ignore the rest of them. I know there's frigates there, but we are faster than them. Hopefully. Let's see if we can get the base. Another crew incapacitated. If we go down to 10, we have to run, even no matter how much work we've done here. Destroyer and the scout, and something new. Fighters. Destroyer first. There's a frigate somewhere that sees us. First time I was here and I saw the carrier release fighters. Oh, I loved it. I can't think of anything more hiver than that. Ooh, right between all those missiles. Woo! But not these ones. Okay, we have to run. We're taking way too much damage. Crew's incapacitated. The fighters are harassing us. We're on fire. Our systems are down. We gotta run. We can't take it on. Those fighters are still going to chase us all the way back to the warp nexus. But we're not strong enough for this yet. Unfortunately, with our crew being constantly incapacitated, this is going to be really annoying. And I've got no clue where we can research where to fix that. I think we're going to have to go out to the other star I was leaving alone, and then come back here sometime later. Hopefully that other star will have a planet up by it that will help us with this incapacitation. Oh man, limping back to Kite Station. Without any new techs to help us either, I think. We'll have to make careful use of the research points. We've been playing for an hour, so I think that's probably about it for this episode too. And very hard is a lot harder than hard mode is if I have to retreat from that battle. Alright, everyone. We are back. Whew. 135 research. I really want to hold on to get antimatter injection, so we're not going to take anything else at this moment. We'll take more crew. 7 crew, extra crew. Anything else? How's morale? Okay, still good. Alright, everyone, so we'll stop here. Thank you guys for watching, and I will see you all in the next one. Take care, everyone. I don't know what debug means, by the way. What was that? Uh-oh. I hope that wasn't... I hope we're not bugged with this disease. Anyway, guys, I'll see you next one. Take care, everyone.